All right, perfect. So here we are at CES, and we're at the BSH booth. We're talking about Bosch home appliances, and we're talking about how our Bosch home appliances are integrated with the Internet of Things. One way we do that is with our refrigerator. This is our 100 series Bosch French door bottom mount refrigerator. It's actually the first appliance in the world to be integrated with Matter. The first home appliance, very important. So we're the first, right? Very important. One of the things that Matter does with our home appliances is it allows for interoperability, okay? One of the big pain points for consumers is they're like, hey, we have an app for this and an app for that and 15 apps for this. We just want to use one app or one controller and not worry about all this, right? So that's what Matter does, and that's why we wanted to be first to be compatible with Matter, okay? So let me give you a scenario. Maybe I have a Google Home controller, like a Google Mini, for example, or maybe I have an Amazon Alexa Echo.
Yeah.
Any of those will be able to connect to my refrigerator, and you can control that refrigerator from that device. You don't need our native app for that control.
So now you can just add your refrigerator on your Google Home and everything will work, and you will have the same feature?
Correct.
Oh.
Well, not the same feature. It's a little smaller suite of features.
Okay.
And I'll give you some examples. It's a great question. So one of those would be, with a fridge, there's not a lot of features to adjust, but you can adjust the temperature. If I leave my refrigerator door open for a couple of minutes, it would give me a notification through my Google device, and it would tell me verbally, hey, you've left your door open.
Go. Good when you have kids.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe you're leaving on a long trip and you left the door open and in an accident, you're on your way out. Google's going to notify you, right?
Okay.
Just like our native app does as well. But again, Matter makes this all easier because certain homes are going to have like just Amazon Alexa as their smart platform, maybe SmartThings, maybe they have Apple HomeKit. All of those are compatible now with our refrigerator, right?
So is it the same app that you currently have? Because I know I have a dishwasher Bosch and I'm currently using it. So it's the same thing?
Currently it's the Home Connect app, they call it, right? And it actually pairs to all of our appliances, right?
Perfect.
So again, you can actually put that down if you don't want to mess with an app and just use your smart home platform devices. So this is one of the great things about that. So there's a long list of different devices. I can actually hook multiple devices to my refrigerator. As I mentioned, Apple HomeKit, Google Home, SmartThings, all of those can be individually paired to this appliance, and you can individually use them as well. So this is, again, what Matter allows for, okay?
Really cool.
Okay. And we've got I don't know if you can see it in the background, but this is a really cool oven.
Yes.
Such a great oven. It's got the steam capability, right? But I want to show you another thing, meals. And I'm going to go here, individual browning. So check this out. It's actually got a camera inside, right? So if I put a slice of pizza that I want to warm up, I can actually adjust the browning of that slice of pizza right here, and it's going to use a camera that's inside here and AI to identify the actual color, the browning texture of that pizza, and it's going to give you the perfect results with those two components. Yeah. So we love this oven for that reason, right? It's got steam and all the other great bells and whistles, but again, it's all about these coded like a Bosch topics, right?
Yeah.
Our technology is very high end, and we really are proud of what we're doing with that.
Can you download like other set of feature with it? I don't know, like right now you're talking about the pizza, but I want to do, I don't know, a cake? Because I know in my dishwasher I can download other flow to it. So can you just like update it and add new things?
So our native app, the Home Connect app, does have this capability, and we're not doing it with all of our appliances at the moment, but for our dishwashers and our laundry, our washers and dryers, we actually do have that ability to download new
that's pretty
features, right? So what you buy today will become something even better later on. You're not just going to have a static appliance, it's going to continue to get better and better, right? So, but for the oven right now, there is not that functionality where it's got new features, but it can have that. We could introduce a new baking function. As a matter of fact, our ovens have something called air fry. This is already equipped with that air fry function.
Okay.
But some of our other ovens in our portfolio they got a software over-the-air update that now gives that oven air fry, right? So that oven you bought 4 years ago will continue to get these great new features. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, and it's also compatible with Google Home and
all of those things, exactly.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, we have partnerships with Google Home, with Amazon and Amazon Alexa, each of those smart home platforms. So I could use my voice to communicate with the oven, start it, preheat it, stop it, pause it, and again, also it can give you status reports as well. Like your oven cooking program has completed, and we can move on, right? It's very nice that you have this two-way communication between you and your appliance.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really impressed with the camera one.
Yeah, definitely. And smartwatch too. I mean, we've got some really nice smartwatch functionalities. With smartwatch, you can actually receive those same notifications, and there's some great functions there too. So again, no matter what application you're using, you can interact with your appliance.
Can you see your pizza in real time with your camera?
What's that?
Can you see the pizza in real time with the camera?
With the camera, no. You can get
Do you
like
want to make sure
visual.
it's not in fire right now?
But I tell you what, not with the oven at the moment, but yes, with the fridge? With the fridge that have cameras. Yeah, this one doesn't have a camera, but we do have one that
So
does.
you can see right now. I
Yes.
have.
Yes.
If you're at the grocery store and you don't know if you're missing something.
Correct, but not all of our appliances have it. Not this particular fridge.
It's
In
the
our-
series 300.
So in this case, part of our family of BSH, we
Yep.
have Thermador as another brand. So this brand actually has a camera in the fridge.
Right, cool.
So again, under our umbrella, we have Bosch, Thermador, and Gaggenau, 3 different appliance brands.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sure that would come to here on the Bosch refrigerator at some point.
Yeah.
And again, and that scenario is great. You can picture yourself at the grocery store shopping, and then just look.
It's always the same question. Do
Yeah.
we have it? Or do we don't remember? And
But exactly. But cameras have a lot more functions, right? Currently it's more about identifying a status of whatever thing you're cooking. But in the
like
future,
you should use whatever vegetable because
Right.
it's almost Okay.
But with AI and other programming, this could become something much more, right? It could give you more status information. It could tell you that, like something in the refrigerator, you can get maybe a barcode. It can tell you if something's going to expire. So these are all things that can continue to grow in terms of functionality.
And maybe propose a recipe.
Yeah.
Because right now you have this, and what can you do with it?
100%. And that's something the oven does already, not necessarily with the camera itself,
Okay.
but it does if you put. Here, let's take a look again. Yeah, let's take a look. So I'm going to go back out here, and I'm doing this from the side, so bear with me. I think with meals, if we go into meals, we can actually go into all these different things, right? So maybe I have bread and rolls, maybe I have pizza like we talked about, souffles, right? I have like a full selection of items that I can kind of select, and it will know exactly how to prepare that. So I can manually do it as well. Not only that, identifying browning, but actually presets that I can set, and the camera's going to kind of make sure that things are being done correctly. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, wonderful. And then we have our built-in microwaves. We have this installed higher up, but we have all kinds of great functionalities where you can open the drawer.
So this is a microwave?
This is actually, yes, a microwave drawer, right?
Wow.
So really good to be waist level, so that you can actually take something like whatever item you have and drop it in, and then close the door. Great thing is you can actually utilize the Home Connect app that we have to interact with this as well, right? So opening the door and finding different settings and presets all from the app. You can start everything from the app. Very cool. Then we have over here, we have our wonderful Induction cooktop. So much different from electric. If you're not familiar with Induction, it's actually using magnets.
I have one and I don't want to change now.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things I love about it is just safety in general. I could actually have a boiling pot of water, take that boiling pot of water off, and I can touch it.
And it's very fast also to boil your water.
Yes, very quick. You have that super speed, right? But this has got more than just that. I can interlock the different zones, okay? But I can also, you see what this is in the middle? This is an actual filter, right? Because there's ventilation built in to this
So it's
particular
going over
item.
there like this?
Yeah, so I'll turn it on right now. So right now it's basically if I'm cooking something, maybe bacon, for
Oh, it's
example.
pretty powerful.
Yeah, and you can go up in value too. So all the controls are right here. So it's on 4 right now. I can put it up to 6, all the way up to 9. Okay, but what a great thing to have. You don't need to have something up above. So if I had a nice, beautiful island, I wouldn't have to have this obstruction right here visually, right? I could have that built-in integrated ventilation. So again, induction, integrated ventilation, fantastic. And again, compatible with the app as well. Okay.
And they are all the same power? Do you have like a read place, or they are like...
Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have more on the left-hand side. We're gonna have a little bit more power, but yeah, each of them have different...
You just choose whatever you want?
Yeah.
That's good.
And the app is really nice because it gives you an additional visual,
Okay.
so that you can see how high you can go. But typically with induction, I'm not sure how yours works, but we have levels 1 through 9, right? So it doesn't really give you temperature specifics.
Yep.
But there are presets that if a recipe calls for, in the US, 320 degrees, for example, then you can actually set it to a degrees as well on the setting. But typically it's just the 1 through 9 is what they give you. But okay, so let's jump over here to the coffee machine. I think we're off right now somehow. So this is a great coffee machine. As you can see, we're in our coffee station where they're actually brewing a ton of coffees for free at CES here.
Good.
But one of the great things about this is that you're able to utilize the Home Connect app as well to access new functions. We talked about that before, about accessing and downloading new features.
Yeah.
Well, this has a certain amount of choices for beverages, barista quality beverages, but the app has a whole bunch more, dozens more, as a matter of fact. So you can actually go into the app and choose all these great world beverages and brew them. Specifically, they're like recipes for coffee, right? The app has more choices than the actual appliance. So that's a great
Yeah.
reason to pair the appliance. But yes, milk, so you can make cappuccinos.
So it does everything?
Yeah, it does
brews
everything. You literally put the beans right on the top,
Okay,
and
nice.
it pours in there. It's got its own grinder, high-end grinder. The grinder uses ceramic rather than stainless steel to grind, so ceramic is much more quiet. Ceramic also lets it, you get more of a finite grind, right? So really high-end. This is a beautiful piece. Guess what? You take your mug, put it up top. This is a mug warmer as well. So those cold winter mornings, everything you want from a coffee machine, it does all of it and warms your cup, right?
And you have two...
Correct, so that's correct. So I could actually brew, if I choose cappuccino, I could do a cappuccino and a cappuccino and double those, right? So one of the great things here, yeah, husband and wife, no problem. You make one brew, you're good to go. But again, all self-sufficient because it has the water here, it has the milk here, and easy to clean, right? So I can take that and just clean everything out. You don't really want a system that has milk within the actual machine because then you'd have to take apart a lot of different components. This is much more
it's very easy to clean.
In milk, you want to be able to take this when you're done and put it back in the fridge, right? So.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you can just like take it and put it in your fridge.
Exactly. And then we have our dishwasher right underneath. This is actually one of our 500 series dishwashers that we do have in North America. One of the great things about this is kind of a departure from what we typically do with our dishwashers. We're known for condensation drying, where we have a really nice water heater internally that really gets the heat up, amplified to a high temperature, and that allows this condensation drying to naturally occur, and it protects your if you have plastics and things.
Yeah.
Anybody that has a standard style in the U.S. Which has a heating element in the bottom, that will melt the plastics. But we're using hot water, not dry heat, to dry the dishes, okay? So
Technically, can you put a plastic cup
you
at
can
the
put
bottom?
it on the bottom.
Oh, yeah?
This is a wonderful thing. And that's what we're known for. But this 500 series has something different. It actually has something that allows the dishwasher to pop open automatically, right? It's called auto air. Okay, so you see how it's partially open right now?
What?
It does that automatically. Once the cycle has finished, it'll wait a few seconds, pop the door open, let that excess steam out, and then you'll really get a great drying result. And this is specific for plastics as well. Plastics typically, no matter what you do, they will always have those condensation bubbles still left on them. But this this additional air dry function is there to kind of conquer that challenge, right? So one of the last things I'll tell you about. Here's our little medallion that lets you. It talks about how you can pair the dishwasher to Home Connect. So you just scan a QR code, boom, you pair it, you have the app connected. But in the back, you can see that's brightly lit. That is a function that lets you kind of target certain things, like a casserole dish that's really dirty. It's called Zone Wash, right?
Okay.
So Zone Wash allows you to target specific items and really get them extra clean, right?
So that's very cool. Okay, so you have something really dirty, you put it at the left, and you can tell that side.
Exactly, and through the app, you can really kind of modify that as well. I want it on a medium, like it's a really dirty casserole dish, or maybe it's just a pan that I made cookies on. You can target that and fine tune it from the app. No need to worry about using the control pad here.
So this is like the brand new model or the other one?
This is a brand new one. Actually, this one's not out till April this year.
April?
Yeah, for the US and Canada, okay? However, we do have a similar model that's available right now that's also the 500 series that has many of the same functions we talked about, especially the auto air door that pops open. But again, the reason for all these things here and all these appliances, and why are these home appliances at CES, it's because they're all connected to the Internet of Things, which brings us back to interoperability. It brings us back to Matter. At the moment, just the fridge has that Matter component, that compatibility. But in the future, everything here is going to have that compatibility. Yeah. So we're super excited, and we hope to see everybody that watches this go out and buy some Bosch appliances.
Yeah, I receive a lot of questions now on the home appliance because they're kind of like techie now. So
yes. Yeah. But that's about it. Unless you have additional questions on the appliances themselves, we're proud of all of these. And again, we do have a full array of appliance models, SKUs, not just the ones we see here. And I will say this too. This is a hybrid of U.S. models and models from EU, from Europe, right?
Yeah.
So like this cooktop is a European model, and so is this oven. Everything else is region North America. So.
And I guess you probably have an oven with an induction plate on it for US.
Yeah, the ranges we have. So
because normally we have bigger home appliance.
Right. The actual cooktops themselves, we have either the electric, the induction, or the gas, because gas is really important for the U.S. market. But then we also have the full-size built-in ranges, right? That also incorporate a hybrid of gas induction, right? So you could choose that. Those are beautiful. Everybody wants one in their house.
For sure.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Oh, my pleasure. Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you soon. So
yes, definitely.
This is Bosch.
Yes. Coded like a Bosch.
Yeah.
Coded like a Bosch. It's all about the technology.